Um, Hope everybody's having a good night. It's like 12 a.m. or some shit like that. Don't mind my hair. I'm getting bored with it. So I don't know what the fuck to do with it no more. But anyways, yep, this is how I'm gonna wear it. This is how I'm wearing my hair. Anyways, today's video is brought to you by my itchy armpits. They're itchy because I shaved. I don't like to shave. That's just a random ass confession, but oh my god. Anyways, I'm gonna start over. Maybe I'll post this, maybe I won't, just in case. This video is brought to you by another revelation in life. Every time I have one of these thoughts, every time I have one of these breakthroughs, it seems like I get a little bit fucking lighter, a little bit fucking jollier, and quite frankly, I am here for this shit. Okay, let me tell you a thing. You've been doing it wrong. You've been doing it all wrong. Everything all wrong. The moment you realize that, in some way, shape, or form, the shit that you have been doing could look wrong to somebody else, you just unlocked a new door. A lot in our life is built off of fucking perception. And this is where a lot of people talk about love and understanding and compassion and how that shit comes into play. We are not meant to see everything exactly the same, but we are. Like, you should have the ability to see why someone did the things that they did and how that personally affects you. But you should also have the ability to see what you did, how that person could see it in the way that they did, in the light that they did, and be cool with that. See, we get into arguments, we start fighting and fussing because everything becomes, well, I need to defend myself. What are you defending yourself from? A person could legitimately be trying to communicate how you make them feel, and instead of saying, or not even saying anything, instead of just sitting and listening, like, oh, for real, this is how you felt about it. Oh, now I see why you did the things you did. Instead of being all like, it still wasn't right, it wasn't right, you didn't do this, it wasn't right. Shut the fuck up, because it happened. He did the thing that you didn't want him to do. She did the thing that you didn't want her to do. What the fuck are you going to do now? And people can't get to that point or really have successful relationships because they can't get past a person making a decision that affects them. And people can't get past having attachments. And this is part of the thing that I was learning about myself a couple years ago, but then I relapsed. We are not meant to cling to titles and shit like we do in the way that we do. It's like, cool, yeah. It's one thing to be like, this my nigga, and I rock with him. I'm not fucking with nobody else because that's what you want to do. And it's another thing to say, this my nigga. I'm not fucking no other niggas because this my nigga. Are you putting that boundary? Or are you putting that title on yourself because you genuinely love that person? You're involved with that person. Are you putting that title on yourself so that other niggas, not even so that other niggas, so that you can't go fuck other people, or you don't. Let me see how I can explain this. Pause for a second. Are y'all agreeing on the title because of mutual love and understanding? Or are you agreeing on the title because you have a fixation with owning somebody, and being in a relationship and being part of that community? And what I mean by having that affixation is that a lot of people want love, a lot of people want to grow, a lot of people want all the things that they be seeing on like Instagram and shit with the couples getting married, you know, posting their vows, or you know how they post about uplifting each other, loving each other, but people don't really want to look at how to get to that point, how to keep that point stable. It's like calculating your life, because the person that you want to be with ultimately has to add into your life, and you have to factor that shit in, okay? And if you don't, Like, what the fuck are you doing? And, like, if you're not thinking like that in a relationship, what the fuck are you doing? Like, if you purely with somebody based off of the restrictions that you have set, what are you doing it for? Like, every time I fuck with anybody, it's like, I'll give you any amount, just about any amount of chances, as long as you don't cheat on me. Like, if you cheat on me, that's it. Because when I say that I am yours and I agree completely that I'm yours and I tell you that that is my term, that is it. But everything else is unconditional, because cheating is like lying. Like, if you're in a relationship with someone, y'all understand that y'all in a relationship, why even go behind that person's back? Why not just come to me in my face and tell me, hey, this not it. I'm about to go fuck this bitch. Or I'm about to go and seek other things for myself. Just be straight, be frank with me. And that's another thing. People don't understand that people need more. People want more. Like, we get so caught up with our attachments to people, our attachments to the situations that we have with people and the things that they bring us in those short moments, that we literally become binded together. And we're not meant to be like that. We're not meant to be some type of, like, it's not meant to be a metal pole from my chest to your chest. It's meant to be like light, like energy flowing freely in between me and you with no restrictions. Like, it's not a tube, okay? A lot of people think about love as a tube, and this tube just gets broken, slashed off as soon as somebody does some shit or fuck you over. When really, people do what people need to do. And if that's not, you know, in the way that you want it done, you just gonna be mad about it? You mad because he don't want to be with you and he like fucking other people, and that's what brings him joy in this very moment? You mad about it? Be mad about it. Oh, you upset because he ain't treating you like you wifey material and you mad about it, but you still with him? Leave that nigga. The fuck y'all got going on out here, boy? And I was asking myself the same, what the fuck do I got going on out here, boy? Like, free game. Love is not meant to be a tube where love just passed through, and I'm not gonna give you no more of my love if you do X, Y, Z and the third. No, I'm still gonna love you regardless of what you do, whatever you choose to do. Now, whether or not I'm in a relationship with you, whether or not I have your kids, whether or not, you know, I'm growing with you as a person, is dependent on you and your actions and anything that you do on any given moment. You are not safe. Like, people think that you say, I love you, I'm gonna be in a relationship with you, I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off. See, love is not the vehicle that gets us there. Love is the gas in the tank. And when I say I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off, our relationship is the fucking car. Our relationship is the car. Sometimes we put gas in there together, but sometimes I put gas in there because you ain't feeling it one day, and sometimes you put gas in there because I'm not feeling it one day. But most of the time, we both supposed to be putting gas in there because that's how that bitch gonna go. Vroom, vroom, you know what I'm saying? Take off. It's an imaginary, like, the bitch is not only a car. It could be a spaceship. It could be a boat. It could be everything you need it to be with that love, compassion, and understanding. But people think that love is the vehicle to get you to the relationship, when it's like, no, you gotta have love, understand what love is, understand how to freely flow in that shit, how to be happy, create happiness and give happiness, and understand what it means to, like, care and actually see things and have the all view, be open, have that space so that you could put gas in the tank, they could put gas in the tank, y'all could put gas in the tank together. And when I say I'm riding till the wheels fall off, if the wheels fall off or are starting to fall off of our relationship, I will tuck and roll. Okay? Because why the fuck are you trying to drive a car with a bum ass wheel, and why is it always on, like, a little bit before E? The heat don't work, the sun visor don't work, the transmission be blowing out every time and again. I'm asking you, can we take the shit to the mechanic? But you saying you gonna fix it yourself and you don't make time to fucking fix it. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to fix it, but you know how to fix it and you not telling me how to fix it, and you just not making time for us to fix the car. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Nigga, I got a job to get to. I got a future to get to. I got possible children I need to get to. And I need a working vehicle. Okay. My kids need a working car. Okay. My kids aren't riding a fucking hoopty. Okay. If we gotta pimp this bitch out, let's pimp this bitch out. But people don't get that, you know. They think that you're supposed to be bonded to them based off of their emotions. They think that they're going to control you based off of their emotions, based off of the choices that you make. This is where people get up in that mental fucking trap. You choose to do some shit because you want to do it. How other people feel really don't have much to do with you. What the fuck are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to feel bad because they feel bad. Nobody said you had to fucking do that, okay? They feel bad for why they feel bad. Understand why they feel bad. Help them process those emotions, I guess. Or what I like to do is I'll sit there. I'll listen to everything that you have to say about me. I listen to everything that you feel like I done wrong. I'll listen and try and see everything from your point of view, and I'll tell you my point of view. Am I going to sit and sulk about it forever? No. I used to do that shit. I'm not that bitch no more. That's how I became depressed. Sulking about niggas and their actions and their choices. All with the, well, why did he do this? I'm so great. I'm so this. Let that shit go. Let that fucking ego go. You just not built for that nigga. That nigga not built for you. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just not what the fuck you need. Like, people be out here trying to cling on to situations that they don't need. People be trying to cling on to relationships that they don't need. Trying to force love into a vehicle that was never even fucking built. Your car don't work because you think love is the car. You got gas. Everybody got gas. Love is like the gas. Gas is spilling out into the streets because people don't know how to build the car. We can't talk to each other long enough to say, all right, I'm trying to build this Honda real quick from scratch. Like, you trying to do stick, you want to do automatic. What's up? What kind of engine going in this bitch? We doing a 2-door or a 4-door? We doing a family size truck? What's up? Cause like eventually, this car gonna have to get you to the house, and you gotta keep loving the house too. Like, gotta make sure the lights work. Gotta make sure the heat work. Gotta make sure you can put food on the table. Like, all this shit literally translate into literal stuff, but it's a mindset, okay? And with that being said, I'm done. Like, takeaway, find somebody that legitimately is where you are mentally, spiritually, physically. It's one thing to knock a nigga and treat him like shit because he's not where you at, and it's another to genuinely try to bring someone up, realize that they not where you at, and keep your shit pushing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I say there is something wrong with knocking a nigga, because if you doing that shit out of ego, that situation gonna blow up, and both of y'all toxic as fuck. But to genuinely just sit back, look at the situation, and be like, this might not be what I need right now. That's a whole different thing. You're not what I need right now. You need to be able to figure out when you can say that. Set those boundaries. Stop stringing people along. Don't even waste your time. All or nothing. And remember, when looking for love, it is like a light stream of energy. It is not a tube that's conditional based upon people's feelings. And love is the gas for the vehicle, which is the relationship. And the vehicle can be anything, turn into anything if you got the right communication, the right, mechanic with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with niggas that's mechanics. But anyways, Jane out. I hope that you learned something today, and I hope that life is treating you well. And check out my nail tech, because they be fire.